Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker and members. Thank you to my colleague from Los Angeles for bringing this important resolution forward. On behalf of the Asian American and Pacific Islander Legislative Caucus, I rise in support of ACR 134 to recognize February as Black History Month. Black History Month is a time to honor courage, resilience, and the brilliance of Black Americans who have shaped this nation, often in the face of extraordinary injustice. Black History Month is not separate from American history, it is central to it. Because of leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., who called us toward a beloved community rooted in justice, and organizers like Ella Baker, who reminded us that strong communities build lasting change, our democracy is stronger and more inclusive today. Because of the bravery of people like Congressman John Lewis and the moral clarity of Fannie Lou Hamer, generations of Americans gained access to the ballot and a voice in our political system. Their struggle expanded rights not just for Black communities, but for all of us. And as we reflect on this month, we must also recognize the deep and powerful history of Black and Asian American solidarity. Activist Yuri Kochiyama stood alongside Malcolm X, grounding her own fight for justice and the liberation of Black communities. In Detroit, Grace Lee Boggs spent decades organizing Black workers and neighbors, building multiracial coalitions for economic justice and community empowerment. Here in California, labor leader Kent Wong, who we just lost, carried forward that legacy, building solidarity between Black, Asian, Latino, and immigrant workers, reminding us that when workers stand together, everyone rises. These leaders understood something fundamental, that our struggles are interconnected. Solidarity is not automatic, it is intentional. It requires us to confront anti-Blackness in our own communities. It requires us to listen. It requires us to show up for one another, especially in difficult moments. Black History Month is both a celebration and a call to action. A call to protect voting rights, a call to advance economic justice, a call to build a multiracial democracy where every community can thrive. Because when Black communities thrive, our entire nation thrives. Lastly, I also want to thank my colleagues in the Black Caucus. I had an incredible opportunity to travel with you to Alabama a few months ago, where we got to spend time with our friends at Smart Justice and the Glide Center for Social Justice, where we visited sites in Selma and Montgomery to deepen our collective understanding of our country's history of mass incarceration and racial inequality. So as we recognize Black History Month today, let us not only celebrate history, but reaffirm our commitment to a future where the dreams and opportunity and justice can be realized for every single person. And with that, I strongly ask my colleagues to vote aye on ACR 134. Thank you.